What's up, guys? Today may very well be the most important day in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate history, with two different major stories breaking. One of them is why Steve is being banned all across the world, and the second one is the end of Beyond the Summit. BTS is shutting down. I'm going to go over both of those here in this video today, show you guys a couple tweets, talk about some things. Stay tuned, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy the video. So first is the Steve ban. Some of you may know that a new tech was discovered for Steve recently called Phantom MLG, where basically he can do this. So normally you get hit by this Mario back air, right? And you're in hit stun. See, he got hit before Steve was even swinging. You should not be able to use any action. You shouldn't be able to air dodge, shouldn't be able to attack, nothing. That's how the game works. But Steve no longer follows the rules of the game. After being hit by the Mario back air, completely ignores it, no knockback, no hit stun, just a diamond back air. And now, Mario's dead. And you can do this with any single move in the entire game that doesn't send him into tumble. I'll show you another example here. Pikachu up tilting? Nope, no he's not. Pikachu's dead. Oh, Pichu hits you with a... This one's in slow motion too. Check that. This one's really crazy. So Pikachu hits you with down throw. Goes for the forward air to follow up, right? Forward air hits Steve. He does the Phantom MLG. You can see that little box right there. It's the indicator that the tech is being used. And now Pichu's dead. So you can understand how this really, really breaks the fundamentals of the game. Steve, who was already an undisputed top 1 character, like besides maybe Sonic. Sonic's the only character who's even close to as good as Steve. But now that he has this, no questions asked, Steve is hands down the best. And this has resulted in a lot of people actually calling for a ban, including Spargo, ban Steve. MKLeo, what if we ban Steve? Hungrybox, actually what the fuck? Stop. And this is Hungrybox pulling it off against Cloud F Smash as well. So it can't be that hard. If HBox is doing it day one, right here is where he gets it, I believe. Just immediately able to fall out of the Cloud F Smash. That should never happen. So because of this, Steve is officially banned from Southwest Florida. Steve has indefinitely been banned in the entire state of Kansas and 2 of the 3 main regions in Missouri. The Coinbox ruling on Steve will be announced on stream Thursday, 24 hours after Wednesday's Ultimate Coinbox. There will be no individual tech ban. So what I gather from that is that they are also banning Steve, and he's just baiting it for content, right? And then there's this tweet. Current regions with events banning Steve: Kansas, Iowa, Colorado, Denmark, Massachusetts, Ohio, Wisconsin, New York, Texas, DC, South Carolina. There are some more as well. I know a lot of regions in Mexico are starting to ban Steve, including Tijuana. And some of these are not whole state bans. They're just sub-regions in these states have been banning Steve. But it's actually starting to happen. People have talked about the Steve ban for so long, and now that this tech has been released, it's becoming a reality. A lot of Steve fans are very upset about it as well. They put thousands of hours into grinding this character and all his obscure tech and learning how to do nil combos and everything, and now it's all going down the drain. What do you guys think? Do you think Steve should be banned? I think with this new tech, it's... I've never thought that Steve should be banned before, but with the new tech, I really do think that it's called for. There's grounds for it, right? So some people are saying that you should just ban the tech. Why ban Steve? How do you enforce that? Say a set's being played off stream. A player calls over a TO. He's like, "Hey, my opponent just used the forbidden tech, the Phantom MLG." It's like, okay, well, can you prove it? It wasn't on stream. What? Show me. You can't. And also, not only that, but sometimes you just fall out of multi-hits in Ultimate. The game's broken. It sucks. So telling the difference between, oh, my multi-hit didn't work, and oh, Steve did this tech, can be really complicated. I think that it's such a headache to try to enforce a ban on just the tech that banning the character is honestly the right answer at this point. I know not everybody agrees with that, though. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. I'd love to have a conversation about it. And our second piece of news for today is unfortunately a much more sad story. LD, the main guy for Beyond the Summit, the CEO, posted this tweet longer today on the future of Beyond the Summit. And in this twit longer, he basically goes through the history of BTS, talks about how they've always been privately owned and how he's had to like cut his own wages to make payroll sometimes to keep everything afloat. They knew going into 2023 that it was going to be hard. We've been through tough times before, had high hopes that it would be okay. They could get through the recession. If you don't know, esports as a whole is not looking good right now. A lot of big orgs are doing massive waves of layoffs. They are dropping some of their players. MKLeo just got dropped from T1. And so there's not a lot of money in esports right now. A lot of companies are trying to get out of it as soon as possible. Unfortunately, that means that BTS is out of money. They have decided that they cannot keep things going. They say here, if we keep going, things don't improve. We could run the company into the ground and not be able to pay anyone anything. If we let everyone go now, we can give them advance notice, a head start to figure out the future plans, and good severance offers. So they've had to make the very, very unfortunate call of shutting down the whole thing. This means no more Ultimate Summits, no more Melee Summits. This upcoming Ultimate Summit in a couple weeks is going to be the last summit ever. That's so sad, man. I'm getting emotional just thinking about that. Summit has always been one of my favorite events to watch. The campaigns, the hype commentary on the couch, where they bring players on as well. It's always been such a great vibe and such an awesome event, and it's really, really sad to see it go, man. Void had something to say about it as well. BTS news coupled with the end of last year makes Smash feel super doomed right now. Curious on others' thoughts because damn, man. And it's hard not to have the doomer mindset right now. I mean, BTS is gone, Panda's gone, all these major Smash orgs are falling off. Leo just got dropped by his sponsor, which is like, nobody saw that coming, right? It's MKLeo. Now it's all this Steve discourse, and I don't know. There will always be a passionate player base behind this game, but it takes money to run these huge events and let people do this for a living, you know? And right now, the money's not there. We need a fucking hero. We need Mr. Beast to come bail us out or something, because the Smash scene, it's not looking too good for us right now. But fucking thoughts and prayers for everybody at BTS who's out of a job. If you are part of any type of esports company and you're watching this, please go hire them. They're a great team. And that's about it for me for today. Rest in peace, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, man. Fuck. No, I have faith that the game won't die completely, but things are looking really rough right now. It's a hard day for Smash. But hey, at least Steve is banned now, right? That's awesome. We are all happy about that. Except for Steve mains. Sorry. Suck it up. Big shout out to my my patrons over on Patreon. Once again, if you want to support me over there, you can check the link down below in the description. Thank you, NellyBelly420 and Slough for being at the highest tier possible. And I'll see you guys all in the next one. Thanks for watching the video. Bye-bye now.